I will go over this a little bit in class as well. This is just for some of you that may forget how to kind of navigate this site. Again, if you save my website like you were supposed to, you should be able to just click on the link and sign into Big Ideas Math. Again, use your school email and your PowerSchool password. That way it's something that I can find out. I'm signed in right now with my test student, and this is what you will see with your class. Again, this is Algebra 1. So this is what you would see if you were in Algebra 1. It's going to be pretty similar for everything except for consumer math, and we're going to, like I said, we're going to do something a little bit different in there. But this is just kind of a basic video on how to go through our resources once we're at home. First thing I want to go into here is the Student Dynamic ebook. If you click on that, you'll notice that it opens it up in a different window. So once that is opened up, you'll just click on your book and you'll be able to see a copy of your book page that you have right here. Give it just a second. Once it finally loads, you'll notice there's some tools here along the left-hand side. You're able to put bookmarks, you can add notes, you can highlight things that you might want to remember, but you can just add a note at some point if you want to in your notes here. But if you want to go to a specific spot in the textbook, let's say we get to chapter 5, solving systems of linear equations, and let's say the homework that is assigned that day is 5.3, so you'll just be able to click that little plus sign and we'll go here, and once we click on it, now we're on to where the lesson took place. And again, you'll be able to page forward into where some of the practice problems are. Again, I'm going to try and do my best to avoid giving you guys too much homework that you're going to actually have to take home. I'm going to do my best to try and give you lots of time in class to do this. That way I can be there to help you. So again, it's going to require more videos like this, and it's going to require you guys to be disciplined and make sure that you spend that 5-6 minutes at home watching these videos, rather than coming to class unprepared and not watching the videos and not knowing how to do the skill. So it's actually going to take more time to go over this if I have to do this for everybody, so make sure that you're watching these videos. Back to Big Ideas Math, back to that basic resources thing, there's vocabulary flashcards. You can make those. Again, all of these open up in a new window. So if you want to take this home and print it off, I don't really ever quiz or test on vocabulary, but here's something that you can print off at home and then cut out and then study what they mean. I'm more about using practice type things. So here's something that we're probably going to spend more time in. You'll notice here there's some topics. Sometimes maybe I'll get out something that maybe we're struggling with. Let's say that we're having some problems doing square roots in class. So I'll say, go to topic 3.3 and do that practice worksheet. You'll notice here that this is what you guys will see. You'll notice here that there's a definition, there's a couple definitions, and then there's some examples. And then we'll go over actually how to read these examples in another video. But you'll read through the example, and then you'll come down here and you'll do the practice, and then you'll turn that in to make sure that you now have attained that skill. Once you do that, this will be something that's on you to come in and do. Once you do that, okay, so now we've completed that square roots activity, and this is all going to be on you. Now that you've completed it, now you can go in and see, okay, now I know that the 2 square roots of 9 are 3 and -3, and you can see all the answers here in pink. So those resources are available for you. If you're struggling with something, you have to take it upon yourself to go in and practice it, and I might even ask you to do it outside of the classroom so that you can get caught up. There's a glossary here just like there would be in the textbook. So this is where you would find it. There's graphic organizers, so if you want to take notes, you can download a graphic organizer. This is probably something more like what you would do, examples, non-examples, the 4-square graphic organizer, and all that kind of thing. So I probably would just prefer paper pencil notes. That way they're a little more structured and you guys can see those. Real life STEM videos, you guys can watch those, and I'll probably watch them in class from time to time. There's a game closet. We have different things in here. You know, and maybe from time to time we'll play some of these games too. Review Jeopardy. There's some geometry games in here, and these are things that you guys can check out on your free time. But again, this is just kind of walking through how to utilize this bigideasmath.com. After you look at the resources, you'll notice there's an assignments tab. Right now I haven't really done anything. I've put 2 fake assignments in for this test student, and you'll see that these assignments are not done, and even here it says that they were due on 8/11 at 2:08 and they're not done. So it shows right here that they're overdue. So you'll be able to go into your book. Let's say that we want to do this assignment. So you'll click on enter. It's going to load here, and once it loads, you guys can use scratch paper, but you'll see that there are steps to equations. So it says, are the equations negative 2x equals 10 and negative 5x equals 25 equivalent, and explain. So you could put the equations are equivalent because x equals negative 5 and x equals 5 in the second equation. So you could check your answer, and right there it says they are equivalent, but that's not why. So we would take this out. So you'd click on this and take this out, or you could just drag the answer in there and then go back and check it again. Check. Oh, that's not it either. Okay, so let's try this one now. Let's check our answer again. Okay, so these are assignments, you guys, and I'm just going to check to make sure that they're complete. You'll notice here that it says 0 of 18 finished. Your assignments will very rarely be that large, so just keep that in mind. But it will require you to do some thinking, so make sure that you guys are doing that and keeping up with those assignments when you are in when you're in this class. So let's see if I can't leave this right now. So I'm going to exit the test. Yes, I'm sure. So that's how that works. And then you guys can just go in and submit those. Once you're finished, I'll be able to see what you've done. But past that, you should be able to figure it out.